You know, I talk a lot on this channel about job losses and the economy and what's going on in the markets with inflation and how it's affecting people's livelihoods. And you know what else might be affecting people's livelihoods even more than all of those things that I just mentioned? AI. AI could be coming for your job in the future, and some of the stuff that's been going on lately, if you guys are on the internet, I'm sure you've stumbled upon some AI videos. Some of it is really shocking. I mean, we were laughing at some of the stuff AI was doing a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago. It wasn't really that much of a threat. Kind of, you know, it was definitely something that was brewing, but no one really took it that seriously until now. It is shocking what is going on with AI and how powerful it is, especially with new companies emerging in China now that are going to compete with US AI companies who are producing this. And what are we going to do about this in the future? Are we going to go into universal basic income? How are we going to combat this? Because a lot of jobs are going to be gone just like that because AI is very powerful. I'm hoping there is some new jobs that are created in the future. That usually does happen with massive industry change, but you know, that's kind of a pipe dream at this point, and people are losing their jobs over AI, and it's actually just a really scary place to be in life. Wow. What a time to be alive, guys.
Okay, so there's a lot of conversations about AI. I recently lost my job to AI, ChatGPT. I'm a copywriter, and small businesses basically realized that that service is less expensive than hiring me, even though I don't make very much money, which sucked. So I'm applying to jobs, and it's really, really, really hard to get a job right now. Like, really hard. I don't know where. They said a labor shortage. Where? Who? No. That lies. I almost said fake news, but no. I finally get like an exciting prospect, and I'm like, they want a content writer. That's great. They're actually going to pay me a decent amount, or a livable wage.
Nice.
A livable wage. This is not something to call home about, but like more than $0, which is what I'm currently making because my employer wouldn't call me an employee. I was technically working freelance, even though I was working full time. So I never got benefits, and I don't get unemployment.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I got this exciting new job prospect. They seem really eager to interview me. They need a writer just like me. And, you know, they need someone to start immediately. It only lasts 6 months, but like, it's a good enough contract where that might be fine. But I can't really figure out what they want me to write. And then I figured it out. They want me to train AI to do my job. And I'm going to have to take it.
Oh my God.
That's the worst part. I'm going to have to take it because I cannot afford my apartment. I'm about to eat a can of garbanzo beans. I'm selling off my possessions. I'm in no place to turn down a job. No place. Even though it's literally going to take away the prospect at me finding a job in the future. But I don't have a way out. There's no choice for me.
Isn't that crazy that once you discover what's happening, this actually kind of reminds me of what happened with me when I got laid off. I was training a lot of people on certain programs, and these individuals were working overseas, and they were full-time employees at the company, and it was pretty abundantly clear they were going to replace me and take my job. And this is essentially this on a bigger scale. It's even a scarier scale. But yeah, essentially it's like, hey, I'm going to hire you to make your job obsolete in the future. Is that cool? You want to train some AI that's going to take your job? Is that fine? Cool? All right. Seriously, when is the universal basic income coming? Because at this point, like, I think it might be necessary. I don't know what political spectrum that kind of sways me, but I do think in the future there's going to be a sheer need and demand for something like this for people's safety. Really,
in the last 48 hours, I have stumbled across the world's deepest, darkest secret, to the point where I am actually legitimately feeling like this is the only thing that anybody should be talking about. And yet, from what I can see, nobody is. 3 months ago, I created this TikTok account. I made it to talk about AI because I was working on AI at my job and found the topic interesting, liked talking about it with friends, and wanted to start making content. That's pretty much it. To make sure I have enough stuff to talk about in these videos, I'll sometimes read research papers. This weekend I read a research paper called Situational Awareness by Leopold Aschenbrenner. Aschenbrenner worked on the superalignment team at OpenAI, and if you've never heard of superalignment, you are absolutely not alone. Paper essentially outlines how, with almost 100% certainty, in the next 10 years, likely before the year 2030, at the current pace of AI advancements, we are going to create a superintelligence that is so far beyond what we can possibly understand or comprehend as humans that it will be completely outside of the realm of us to be able to control. I know what you're thinking.
Sounds fun.
This sounds like a sci-fi movie, except it's not, because this one is actually very, very real and it's based in science. The word for this is artificial superintelligence, not artificial general intelligence. AGI is great. ASI, super spooky. So for that reason, I'm going to be starting a series on this page. The next several videos that I post are all going to be about explaining this topic of ASI in a non-pretentious, non-patronizing way. How do we know for sure that it's coming? Why do experts believe that it'll be here before my 35th birthday? Awesome. What will it look like when it's here? And what the are we supposed to do about it?
I don't know. What are we going to do about it, guys? Let me know down below in the comment section. It's a problem that's going to affect all of us soon. But you know what else is really terrifying? How accurate AI is at capturing your footage, basically your likeness, and using like a deepfake version of you. In fact, this video right now, you think this is real? This is AI. Nah, I'm just kidding. That'd be insane. But you know what isn't insane? Because it's real? This right here.
This is gonna scare you, but it's important that you know about it. Behind me, this woman that is talking, she is entirely AI generated. And not just AI generated, she is generated from an image of a real person. And furthermore, this video, she is actually talking out loud in it. Let me show you it.
That's the thing. When we say no to something, we're saying yes to something else, but that involves a lot of unknown.
I really love artificial intelligence. I talk about it all the time. I talk about all the many beneficial ways you can use it in your life. Personally, I see no beneficial, real ethical way this can be used by the majority of people using it. Just because the tech is around right now does not mean we should make these things, especially in a year when there are elections happening around the world. Now and in the future, may this be a reminder to you to be really vigilant online, because deepfakes like this are getting really easy for computers to make and becoming increasingly accessible for people to use them. When you see something, try and fact check it before sharing it. Let your loved ones know that scams are probably going to be more prominent for these reasons as well. And just stay safe out there while educating yourself about AI and what it's capable of, the good and the bad.
Oh my God, that is terrifying. But yeah, deepfakes are going to be a real problem soon. It's already caused a lot of issues, but just imagine the sheer velocity that these are going to be coming out at in the near future. It's going to be terrifying, to say the least. You know what else is really terrifying? What AI is capable of in terms of thoughts.
If you were scared of AI, you're now about to be terrified. Before I tell you why it just got even more scary than it already was, let's just look at what we currently have. ChatGPT can answer pretty much any question you have. Now, it does have its limitations. It can't give back images and it can't take anything other than a text-based prompt, but it's insanely powerful. And with GPT-4, it gets even more powerful. And then you have companies like chatiq.ai, you can start a free account, that allow you to train AI on images. They can scrape website data, and they can also just do basic text prompts as well. For example, with ChatIQ, I can actually upload images, and what it will do is it will pull any text that the AI finds in the image and then create a custom prompt off of that text, which is mad. But here's why it gets even more terrifying than that. Elon Musk just created his own artificial intelligence company. This is the man that owns Neuralink. Imagine a world where AI is trained on Neuralink and it's trained on everything that you see and plugged directly into your brain. Now are you terrified?
Still want to get that plug? Want to get that chip in your brain? Not me. You know what's scary as well? Just again, I mentioned this in the beginning of the video that AI a year ago was not threatening. In fact, it was hilarious. People made funny videos about it, like The Rock eating a rock, which I'm going to show you soon. But then you compare that to videos now that are being created by AI, and then that's when it starts to get scary. See? Not threatening at all, right? Just kind of funny video. But look at this. Right about now. Yikes. That is pretty accurate. Looks like a real video to me. Very scary. The eye detail as well and the way it moves. This is what's happening. Very hard to tell the difference. In fact, AI is so powerful that it can take just an image, even like a famous meme, and then turn that into its own clip. Now, of course, that one is a bit ridiculous, and that's pretty obviously AI, you can tell, but this is still, remember, in the early stages. We're going to be getting super intelligence soon. And you know what else is scary? The fact that it can be trained to understand thought.
Your dream, like your visual cortex runs in reverse, so your dreams are no longer safe.
Dreams aren't
but
safe.
We'll try this. So they had people watch a video and just narrate what was going on in the video in their mind. So there's a woman, she gets hit in the back, she falls over. This is what the computer reconstructed the person thinking. See a girl, looks just like me, get hit in the back, and then she is knocked off. So our thoughts, are starting to be decoded. Yeah.
Thoughts are being decoded by AI right now. Thoughts are being decoded, and we're still in the early stages. Wait 5 years from now. That's a scary thought, right? You know what's weird? When you see photos on the internet, and it's almost like a creepypasta where you start to pick apart the image and say, is this real? And you feel like you're being gaslit a bit, but then you realize there's something really, really off, especially when a celebrity says that they just did they did a selfie in front of a bunch of people. Then you start picking out pieces of the selfie and saying, is this real? This is terrifying right here. Watch this. This will give you nightmares, my friends.
That's a weird one, so bear with me. But this picture of Sofia Vergara, seemingly normal, right? I think she's on America's Got Talent as a judge or whatever she does. On March 16th, I screenshot this from my phone. You can look at it on her Instagram. But what is that? That's not motion blur. I'm an editor. That's not motion blur. She looks a little weird, but whatever. We can look it over. But wait, it gets weirder. What is wrong with them? All these people right here. What is happening? Her. Why doesn't she have an eye? And if this is AI, why? Why would it be?
That's even more bizarre. Like, why would you post that image and say, hey, I just did a selfie with a bunch of fans. Are you testing to see if people can tell if it's AI? Very strange. What would be the purpose of doing that, right? Is it that difficult to not just, if you're on stage already with a bunch of fans, can't you just take a regular photo? Why are you making it AI? Why are you making a whole photo AI when it doesn't need to be? That's even more bizarre. But let me know your thoughts about all of the information in today's video down below in the comment section. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.